What's up, Hunter? How you doing, dude? Playing our franchise game right now, dude. What's up, Corey? What's up, man? How's your weekend going, dude? What's up, Eastside? We're going to play some Mutt tonight, guys. Sunday Night Football, man. What up, Vegas? What up, guys? We're going to play some Ultimate Team tonight, guys. We're going to be doing head-to-head ranked. We have not played that yet. We obviously did Gauntlet yesterday and made some profit, but, Gauntlet's always tough, obviously. So, yeah, I am. I'm going to leave after this. Daylight savings time. So right now it's only noon. I only live 5 minutes from Buffalo Wild Wings, probably about 5 minutes, if that. So I'm just going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings after this, just watching football. Colts, Steelers, some good games today, obviously. Should be pretty exciting for the real NFL today, honestly. Let me get that times one. Yeah, a lot of good games, a lot of bad games too. Blowout games. Probably Chargers, tight ends, crap like that. I don't know. I mean, for all the favorites to win, I don't know, man. I mean, NFL is always tough. Are all the double-digit favorites going to win? A lot of people are probably win money if that's the case. So it's never as easy as it appears, obviously. So nice, Joe. Nice. Yeah, should be a fun game, dude. Should be a fun game, man. I know Cooper Kupp's out, but you guys should still win. Do you know if Jaden Daniels is playing, dude, or... We're going to get SYD here to play. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. No Terry? Okay, that's huge. Pretty much offsets. All right, let me see Cole Bishop here. I'm going to get his man coverage up a little bit more. +1 speed right now, dude. Fuck. All right, Joe Tippmann. Let's get his pass block up. All right, we are ready to go here. We're 88 defense officially. That's pretty cool. All right, we're ready to go, guys. True, Alex. Yeah, it's a fun league, dude. It's a fun league. Yeah, I think it's more because just it's harder to follow someone else's franchise. Ultimate Team is more universal, like everyone can relate. That's pretty much what it is. But what up, Neurology? What up, guys? Right now we're 3-1-1. This is year 2. We won the NFC Championship last year. Obviously, you guys probably figured that out. Whatever. But yeah, just getting ready right now. Let's do uniforms. Make sure that he has the right uniforms. So I don't want to make sure he's not in white. All right, let's just hope that he's not in white. But yeah, should be a good game here. We did have one loss because we were really busy. I couldn't play, so I got the loss. But we did tie last game, so should be a big game here, AT&T Stadium, man. I'm excited. Last time we played the Cardinals, gave up only 7 points. So, like I said, should be a really tough matchup. And they were the 7th seed last year. They're 1-4 this year, but the league is pretty tough. So at the end of the day, there's really no easy players anymore. Should be a good game here tonight. For NFL bets, oh god, JG. Yeah, I'm shocked you have time for that, dude. I don't have time for that. But I mean, to each their own for what you play for video games. Damn, Hunter. Yeah, it is broken. It is. That I can agree with. I'm going to actually start off with non-5-yard hooks. But yeah, we shall see what's going to happen here. Bo Nix, no abilities. And looks like he has an auto-gen running back, Cologne. Or Colon. But yeah, for NFL bets, I mean, I don't really bet as much anymore because of my payments. I just want to make sure that I don't, like, you know, I don't want to lose hundreds of dollars and then, you know, that could have went towards my payments for my mortgage. So I kind of been a little bit more responsible now that I have my place, but, oh God. And that's going to already be a mistake there. I don't think he's going to be able to score, but we brought that safety in for the handoff, and boy did that make us pay. It's literally the worst play it could have been, PA seams. Good play there by Abrams Drain, loss of 4. Yeah, it's a superstar running back, man. It's going to be tough. These running backs in this league are really tough to play against, man. I don't mind the play call there, but now it's 3rd and 12. I will admit, I did pass commit there. That's probably why I ran the ball, but 2nd down and 14. That's a tough call to run the ball there. Got 2 yards still, but we shall see what they have here on 3rd and 12. And Coach K able to get some pressure there against Bo Nix. He called PA seams. We'll see if they go for it here. I would have been shocked if they went for it there. They choose not to. And 4th down for Arizona. They'll stall for a field goal here. I think Jason Sanders the kick here for the Cardinals. But yeah, tonight we are playing Ultimate Team. Yesterday and Friday were Gauntlet. Not too bad, 4 and 2. I mean, Gauntlet's always tough. So right now there's no open spot, but there is a wait list. If anyone's inactive, or I mean, we've already had 2 players leave this year, so it's not really common, but it's usually because of like availability or they're just not free anymore. But it's a pretty good league, man. Pretty good league, but yeah. You will get 4 mils too much for Gonzalez. I agree. So he's doing this short kick there, 30-yard line. And out comes this offense here who tied last week versus Seattle. They came back down 17 the 4th quarter. They were at home, though, so sadly, probably should have been a win, but they did not play well in the first 3 quarters. Handoff, Sampson, 1 yard, if anything. And here we go. Yeah, I don't think so, AKA. I would not get Gonzalez, dude. I mean, we have a lot of promos coming up, so just be very careful. Trying to find Ibuka. What a catch. And that is one thing I'll say. We are on competitive mode. If that was sim, we would have some questions in the comments, but this is competitive mode for Madden this year. And it's going to be 1 yard, if anything, but 3 yards. But like I said, I mean, you know, they really nerfed PA rollouts. A lot of people in the chat told me yesterday they did not nerf it. The DNs play a lot better, and they're not sucked in as much to the inside offensive linemen. It's kind of hard to explain, but just you can't really roll out like you did in previous years. And it's going right back to Ibuka. He dropped that one, 3rd and 7. That was right where it had to be, but cover 4. Jalen Hurts, obviously not really the best throw power quarterback, but he is a dual threat. They really enjoy him on this football team. And there is Sampson. I think that was an inside deadeye. Help with that blue throw. However, I will say that he does have inside deadeye, quick draw, dashing deadeye, and conductor. And here's Sampson. Give him 8. This football team, again, trying to bounce back from last week's loss or tie against Seattle. They're on bye week. They'll be off tonight, Monday, Tuesday. They'll be off. You can make coins off of it, correct? I don't know. I just think there's a lot of glaze for what's his name. He finds Sampson underneath, and Sampson goes to the 3. What a job by Hurts getting rid of that ball to his running back. Coach K trying a read option with Hurts. And someone's injured. I hope it's not Hurts. And it's the guy for the Cardinals. 2nd and goal. And handoff for a loss of 2. It's 3rd down and goal. And Kenneth Murray is with a bruised shoulder. And Coach K is going to actually consider running the ball here on 3rd and goal. Actually, no, you can't run the ball on 3rd and goal. Dual threat quarterback, make it happen. The soft spot, what a catch by Shamike DK. And that was right where it had to be. Good throw by Hurts underneath that zone. Curls was the call. Touchdown, Cowboys. Let's go. Good job making that catch in traffic. Joey Porter in that deep blue zone. At least I saw a guy named Porter. It's probably Joey Porter, but 7-3, what a drive. And really, I think right there, I get that passing the goal line's tough, but if you would have ran the ball there, that would have been just too conservative. 3rd and 3, maybe run the ball, but 3rd and 5, you can't. Dual threat quarterback, tuck and run if you have to, if it's covered. A lot of options with a dual threat quarterback in the red zone. Yeah, Hunter, I wouldn't have done that, dude. I mean, if you would have bought that player for $7-8 million, I would have laughed. What up, T-Money, for some football? Yeah, I'm ready for some football, man. What up, T-Money? But yeah, we will see what Bo Nix has here on drive number 2. Handoff, he has some running room, and this might be all the way. There goes Giddens. And what a stop inside the red zone, DJ Giddens. 1st down. Very fast running back. They're lucky to tackle him there, prevent the touchdown. No sheds that time from the D-line. It's a big reason why Coach K does bring his safety down in the box. And he's going to be short. 2nd and 2 to the tight end. PA Dagger. I'll try, Alex. Yeah, we can definitely try. I mean, it's more of a time thing than anything. Not like we don't want to do it. Because the commentators have to be free when they're free, so that's the problem. We do stream every game, though. So every game is usually... I mean, we could try to do like a red zone, a league red zone, where like we show numerous playoff games at once. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Coach K is going to go ahead here and just run commit and gamble a bit. And that should have been picked. The D-line was there. I just don't think they can catch the ball. Wow, they ran commit there. Lucky that the screen pass was blown up because of the run commit. And now they're going to go ahead and play the pass, I think. Contain Nix. It's a handoff. He's going to actually lose a yard. It's 4th down and 3. Decision time for Arizona. And they're going to go for it. Coach K knows his play call. He isn't a pass commit here, and if he runs the ball, he has balls. It is Coach K slants. Swatted away by Fred Warner, mid-zone KO. He had the slant. Coach K actually over-pursued that slant. User mistake there by Coach K, but ended up working out. Stretch play, Sampson, give him one. What a goal line stop there, if you will, for this team. Not going to say it's much needed, but definitely it's good to see the mid-zone KO now start working a little bit more. I think it's that, it did light up. That extra reaction probably was the difference maker for this team. And pressed the wrong button, should have been picked. They wanted the curl route. Wow, we got lucky there. That was not the button I wanted to press. I wanted the curl route for possibly a 3-yard gain. 7-3. Big play, Fred, man. Amen. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Hurts. Gets rid of it. No punt. 4th and 10. Cam Little is actually their punter. And I don't know why he's our punter, but 4th down, they got to fix that here. We'll do it in formation subs next series, but I don't know why Cam Little is our punter. That's not what it was supposed to be. We have a punter on our depth chart. That's just the game glitching. And he's able to get it out. What a hit to Jamar Chase. 2nd and 4. Tyreek Smith with a hit. Low scoring game here. 7-3. They're in soft field goal range now because it is franchise. And he is going to have it be knocked out. The deep zone KOs are back. Drew Phillips, deep out zone KO, 3rd and 4. KOs are back in Ultimate Team and franchise. It's what really makes the value of Fred Warner and Bond better now, because I think the KOs are better, meaning it makes it better for them. And Coach K, that is a really bad drop. That is not a KO. That's a man-to-man. We have zone KOs on Phillips, not man-to-man. That's just a drop by the receiver, soft drop. They are in field goal range. I would consider kicking it here. 4th and 4 for the Cardinals. Yeah, we'll see what happens today with Steelers, dude. Oh, God, Chris. It's going to be hard, Chris. Whoever wins that division, probably the Ravens, Bengals. I mean, pretty much anyone but the Browns. And that's going to be a catch, Jamar Chase. 1st down. Inside the red zone, right where I had to be for Flood. Perfect throw by Nix. No pressure that time by the front of Dallas. Nix, give him 7. No pass rush at all. I believe either team as well as no sacks. Pressure has definitely been there for both teams, but definitely no sacks on the stat sheet tonight. Coach K is going to call a very rare cover 0 here. And that pans out. Loss of 1. Fred Warner was there. 3rd and 4. He's not bad. Yeah, he's pretty good, dude. He got the 7 seed last year, so... Coach K isn't a blitz here. Cover 2 blitz. Brace a tackle. Unable to score. What a job that time by Hill. Or whoever that tight end was. Wow. 1st down and goal, but Coach K ain't going to make it easy here in the red zone. What a job. Touchdown. It's actually all junior. Not sure who that player is. Again, probably an auto-gen player, but good job there to juke out Coach K there and pass the ball on the 1 yard line. But my philosophy is I'm not letting him run the ball. You got to pass the ball, earn it a little bit. For all we know, it could be a bailout pick. 10-7, Arizona in front. Short kick to tighten the angle up. And he will get, though, to the 32-yard line. And Coach K now will likely have the ball last and the half. 10-7. Yeah, we'll see, Chris. We'll see what happens, dude. I mean, it's at Pittsburgh, so the fans better get into it a little bit. Handoff. There is Sampson. Makes one man miss, and there he goes. Give him 20. First down. Soft little range. Remember, he only has 92 speed, so it's not enough to finish for the touchdown, sadly, but nevertheless, first down. What a catch. DJ Chark out of bounds. First down. What a perfect throw by Hurts. And that will be the 2-minute warning here in Dallas. Coach K needs to be able to preserve enough clock to score, but not enough to give Arizona the ball back with Bo Nix and Jamar Chase. He's so good, dude. I like Dylan Sampson. Second year running back in this league. They got him. Only 92 speed, star dev, 10-7. Handoff, Sampson will fight for 3. Make it 4. They will chew clock here. You are able to chew clock with under 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the half. We have chew clock rules, obviously. It came to like Ultimate Team where you chew clock in the first quarter. What a game that was for the Raiders and the Jaguars. Both teams 5-1. Curl route. Ibuka makes one man miss. First down, give him 6. Playing off. They'll make him pay. And Coach K again chewing clock here without any remorse. Just want to make sure they have no time left if it comes to it. Sampson unable to stay in bounds, but it stops the clock. Chew clock now will stay off. We're going to call a screen pass here to Sampson. Hopefully they'll play a little bit off here. Screen pass. Will they have blocks in front? Yes. Sampson makes a man miss. Can't score, though. The only good news is that it will make more clock go off if they do score. It's not like Ultimate Team where it's so easy to score, but handoff Sampson. Can he get in? Yes. 2 more seconds off the clock. Touchdown Sampson. First handoff score of the day for Dallas. That drive was almost all Sampson. Ibuka and, of course, Trey McBride's been really quiet this whole year. 14-10. And Coach K now will try to get some more clock off here with the sideways kick. And 35-yard line took a bad bounce. Took a really bad bounce there. That is possible. If you let it go, sometimes it will give you those 15 extra yards if it goes over the top of the end zone. He's been doing PA shot seams all day, and first down. Probably the last time he can call that call, honestly. Don't know how many. It's the 3rd time he called it already. PA shot seams is a good call, but again, there is a play call limit in this league. 14-10. Coach K cannot give up a touchdown here on this drive. And let's see what Nix does. That is a mistake. He decided to go deep on that. Here's Drew Phillips. Can't get anything on the return, but it does stop. That was just, they're going to go ahead and go for it here because they may have a chance for an Aubrey field goal or a Cam Little field goal here if Arizona's not careful. And Abukum gets closer. They got to get to at least midfield, though. Which is going to call his very popular slants. It's not about not getting points here. It's about you stopped Arizona at least on their field goal drive. And he's gonna fall down here to get it off. Can they make a 67-yard field goal with a 99 power kicker here in the dome? Find out next. It's gonna be a fake. McBride. Lateral is it back. McBride is just not fast enough. What a call by Coach K, but unable to, just not fast enough. I guess, you know what, maybe the lateral there wasn't the move. Maybe we should have went for a juke or a truck, but McBride is not going to be someone who can juke that much. A thicker tight end, if you will. Don't mind the call, but I mean, 67-yarder was not an automatic anyway, so we can't act like it was like, just take your points. Go Pats, Dave. Good luck versus the Falcons, man. They're sneaky good, man. They beat the Bills. First down, 4-point game. McBride, his second catch of the game. If you want to count the fake field goal, give him 8. Shamike DK. First down, the curl. They saw his cover 0. Why not? Go underneath to him. Already getting an almost Cam Little field goal range here. There is the play action, and Hurts able to run for 6. First time we've seen him use his legs here in a while. Coach K trying to go a little bit away from the run game here. They know teams know they love to run the ball, so let's do another play action bite here. Play action. No one's open, but guess what? Dual threat quarterback Jalen Hurts smartly slides. First down, give him 10. Now they'll run the ball. Points for the first. Jalen Hurts, still an NFC champion last year. Great quarterback, now has better weapons, but at the end of the day, it's all about situational football. This is a game where it's 14-10. You got to be able to continue to get points on these drives. Trust your defense, who has gotten numerous stops here already this afternoon. 2nd and 9. McBride underneath. Makes one man miss. 3rd and 1. Good job by the pass protection tonight. Nothing has been in, immediate pressure. Coach K will pass here. To the flat. He dropped it. Coach K will go ahead and he will... He will go for it. Fourth down and 1. Analytics do say to go for it. Hoping he bites in here in the A gap and the toss is open. Toss play to Sampson. That's exactly what happened, but a missed block by McBride. First down for Arizona. Perfect play call. Just couldn't hold the block. McBride, more of a receiving tight end anyway. What a job by Zach Ball on secure tackler, 2nd and 10. Yeah. What's up, Austin? How are you? 2nd and 10. Can they make the tackle? Yes. Oh, nope. He fell for the first. 1st and 10.
Yeah, quarterback. I like that Mendoza guy from Indiana.
Nice.
I think he's going to be the top pick.
Yeah, he might be good. 1st and 10. See what Arizona can do now. Why not? Right back to Giddens. Averaging right now about 15 yards a carry. His defense needs to stop. That's a sack by Fred Warner. They had a blitz on the linebacker blitz. And I don't know if he got sacked in the handoff or he got sacked in the play action pass. Nevertheless, 2nd and 12. Just good defense there by Dallas. In the flat, Jamar Chase. He fumbles the ball. Finally, some repercussions on doing a move. But Zach Bond is hurt. Anytime you hurdle, you spin, you juke, you are susceptible to a turnover. And I don't think enough Madden players understand that. There's Sampson. 1st down, give him about 20. Is Zach Bond okay? I mean, he will return soon. That is one thing I'll say that, again, not a lot of Madden players understand, but when you do that, even an ultimate team, and you juke right into it, or you hurdle right into it, you can fumble. And they had a perfect hit stick on the hurdle, and even though it's Jamar Chase, it's just not really a necessary move. You already had the first probably, or 3rd and short. Handoff to Sampson. He fights for the first. Timeout, Arizona. Don't know if that's to stop the clock or what, but maybe it is. 14-10. They're already in little range. Made this a full touchdown lead. It's one of those games that Coach K definitely has to win here. Play action pass. Hurts is able to roll out of the pocket and get 3. That will probably end the quarter. I don't know. Let's see what the clock does here. We're not chewing clock, but the clock does go off naturally like a real game would. And they will get one more playoff. Handoff Sampson. It's been working almost all day. This offensive line, all 80-plus overalls. Superstar Joe Alt, 1st down. Maybe the Cardinals thought they were going to go into the 4th quarter break. But Coach K getting a quick snap off there on a handoff. What a night by Sampson. This team being opportunistic on defense, what they have all season. And that's going to be DK for second. His user was there for the pick chance. That would have been a perfect play by the Cardinals to play that curl route. DK has now, I want to say, 3 curl routes for 3 first downs. Sampson nowhere to go, 3rd and 3. And they're going to go right back to the run game. They're not going to sit there and risk it. Trust their O-line. It's been great all day. Handoff, Sampson to the points. 4th and 4. Trust their defense anyway. Even if they do score, a field goal wins for us. So that's why you always take your points. Up by 7, yeah, it's tieable, but even if he does score, a field goal, we win. $17-10. Cam Little. Will this be a touchback? No. They will return it. Let's see how Jamar Chase and this offense responds after the fumble by Jamar Chase. Luckily, it did not go out of bounds for the Cowboys' favor. But still in pass. Yes, he's in pass till next Friday. Starts the drive with a handoff to Giddens. First down. Hopefully Zach Bond is back. We're going to find out here in a minute if he is back or not. And he is not back. And underneath to Giddens. First down. Every single... He's going to go ahead and get sacked. Gervin Dexter on the blitz. Coach K's first blitz in a while. Since I believe quarter 2, 2nd and 16. Cowboy fans in a frenzy, baby. Let's go. 2nd and 16. What a call. Any turnover, the game is probably over because unless it's an arm punt, they'll be in field goal range. Precious clock coming off here for Arizona. They already lost one timeout. Not really sure what they're brewing up here. But that took 30 seconds or more to brew up. And that's going to be... What a catch. All junior against Abrams Drain. First down. Abrams Drain was there. It's just a better catch by All Junior. Brings up first down. Pressure came. They could not finish. The pressure, I believe, was from the edge there. Left edge, Dallas Turner. First down. They have the look they want to Giddens. First down. Coach K's red zone defense now has got to wake up. They want a chance here tonight. Chase. Bishop on the tackle. It's 2nd and 2. Coach, you're going to go to a blitz here. What a call. Tight end. Touchdown. No flags. Will they make the extra point, though? That's the question. Or will they go for 2? They will go for 1, but Coach K will go for the block here. It's good. Well, field goal we win. If we get a turnover, then he may win. Should be a good finish here in Dallas. Coach K cannot lose this game. He can't have 3 games in a row of a loss or a tie. And that's a mistake. They will take the 35-yard line there. True clock is legal now, able to be on. Handoff Sampson. He'll fight for 3. But again, they are able to chew clock. Essentially making this the big drive. Underneath Sampson, and he will fall forward. A generous spot. 3rd and inches. Coach K may go ahead and do a quarterback sneak here if he does not line up properly. Let's see if he plays a sneak properly. He does. And Coach K may have to do a toss play, and then if he plays the toss, they will run probably power O or pass. Trust your blocks. There goes Sampson to the outside. 1st down, and that's the call Coach K wanted. Suck him in dry and go to the outside. Timeout, Arizona. Nothing is a guarantee, though, even though they have a 99 power Cam Little. Well, you have to trust your blocks. Handoff Sampson. Every little bit helps. Sampson! What a game! He may have just won this football team the game. Dylan Sampson, 1st down. And now we're going to line this field goal up in what would be, hopefully, the game winner. And that is lining it up enough. Coach K will likely knee it now, and if they block the kick, they win. You can't fumble, I'll tell you that. They blocked the kick, but Coach K did his best here to win this game. The offensive linemen, I think, showing for Dallas, they have all 80-plus linemen. Low-key, one of the better linemen in the league. They also had a great run in the playoffs. They played pretty much 4 straight games against 2 superstar linemen. The Vikings and then the Falcons and then the Panthers, I think, still had 1 or 2 of them. And obviously, I think the Chargers have Byron Young and someone else who's really good. I think Leitu, but I could be wrong. They will now call a timeout here with 3 seconds left. Has to be a make kick here to go 4-1-1. What will be a tough loss for Arizona and a much needed win for Dallas if you want to get first place, let alone a first round bye chance. Every win matters here in the NFC. Let's see if they can make it here. Coach is going to wait to kick it to time it up. And Coach K will go 4-1-1. What a game against SYD. Game script was huge there. All they needed was 1 field goal, and Coach K got it. Good game there, the SYD. Nice job, Tanji. Yeah, should be easy profit, correct. I'm keeping my team builders until they're back over 100K, and then I'll sell them for pretty much break even. But I bought 3 team builders by accident, so right now I have around 6 mil coins for MUT. If I were to sell those team builders. But yeah, good game, the SYD. I think the difference here is just both quarterbacks, pretty decent stats. Plus or minus 50 yards, they're the same, or 40 yards. But completion percentage by both teams getting it done. The difference is the turnovers, ball control, and the trenches tonight. Both teams unable to stop the run, but Coach K is going to go on bye week at 4-1-1 with no major injuries, as Dallas Turner, I believe, now will get his second ability. There it is. We're trying to get him a power rusher to 85 for double or nothing, but for now he will get we will probably honestly do we're going to do secure tackler. No, defensive rally. Get more points. I mean, if you have a superstar lineman, but they're not high enough in overall, they really can't get that good of abilities. But yeah, we will see how this league pans out. But as of right now, Coach K is in first for the NFC West. And he does have some breathing room. The 7C, well, not really. The 7C right now is 3-2. A loss there would have been, detrimental. But, it's going to be a really tough, end of this race. But we will take a bye week, a much-needed bye week for Coach K into the rest. Go enjoy some football games, guys. Go enjoy the NFL. I'll see you guys tonight for Sunday Night Football under the lights for Mutt. We'll do a YouTube post about it, whatever. Thanks for watching my franchise game.